Welcome friends to another Dune video. Today we'll look at Ultra Spice, created by a Tleilaxu called WAF, and how it's made by sea worms and not sandworms. How does this happen and why? Friends, let's find out. The sea worm emerges from the water. It was something large and serpentine, emerged from the depths near the splashing creatures. An eyeless head rose above the waves, its round mouth flashing crystalline teeth. The head quested around fin-edged gill flaps, sensing vibrations like a sea serpent from ancient legends. And the hunters fired supersonic harpoons from a hovering platform they travelled on, and they caught in the sea serpent's soft rings. As more approach to attack, WAF tells them not to damage the creature too much. It could mean his dissection would be more difficult, and other sea worms also lurk nearby to eat on their brother if they get the chance. This creature was 20 metres long and had grown that big quickly. The oceans of Buzzle would soon be teeming with them. The ship's engines struggled with restraining it, but it was dragged ashore. The island was used by the Sisterhood. The native species, Phibians, tried to attack it, but they are forced away by guildsmen. Some are eaten by a sea worm, and bringing the creature ashore also brought the attention of the Sisterhood. With the creature's last struggling movements, WAF approached it. He sees the creature's teeth are sharp, and more importantly, he smells the cinnamon on its breath. Cinnamon is the smell of spice. The creature is then lashed down in its death throes, and WAF is given implements to see his experiment's success. He entered its body through a segment, the wound held open by spreaders, as the Fremen would have done to keep the sandworms above the depths below. WAF, at this point, from earlier preparation, knew the general layout of the creature's organs, and then he buried his arms in the creature's innards, and with skill found a large lump of liver-like material. He cut into it with an oily cinnamon odour boiling out from there, and with joy he confirms the creature is saturated with spice. And then a Bene Gesserit complains that he has destroyed the resources of Sue stones nearby. WAF says these creatures may have destroyed one economy on Buzzle, but they have started an even more important one. And WAF hurried to confirm what he suspected and report his findings to Edric on the Highliner. What he had done here would supply the navigators with what they needed. This find would be a frighteningly potent melange to keep the navigators moving and travelling, and it would be without the meddling, greedy administrator faction or the witches of Chapter House. In time, the sea worms continued to flourish and replace the existing ecosystem on Buzzle. Now these creatures were changed genetically from sand to sea worms by WAF, and the Ultra Spice was passed to the guildsmen there to break them away from any need from ordinary spice from Arrakis. And that is the origin of Ultra Spice, and with that I will end today's video.